Also, these only fit one of my pellet guns. Pellet. See, they're pellet. I have targets. There's my box. It's got a target on it. Hill and woods. Designated safe space. Whoever broke in has also taken a pack of these. And looks like filled the other bottle up and took half of these. Left me with them just to the line, or just under the line. Now, it's against the law, under the color of law, for someone to report a crime as a anonymous tip, and then the police department take it upon themselves to use stingrays, the gang stalking neighborhood watch program, for which is illegal. It violates privacy, it violates stalking, psychological trauma, and the wiretap laws. I say that because you're not allowed to pass information between two people unless it's me and the person I'm telling my information to. 3, that would be a violation of the FISA courts, and it would be malicious. It would be, I never had a FISA court hearing. I never had a FISA anything. So it's maliciously done. So you can't have someone break in someone's house tell other people that, oh, it's okay for them to do something when it's not. It's against the law, the Constitution, state laws, knowing that if someone else did it that worked for the government in the same manner, there could be lawsuits, loss of jobs. So this is cease and desist to all and any that have violated my rights. 4th, 8th, U.S. 18-241, 242, stalking, color harassment, mobbing, vehicular mobbing, psychological trauma, because that's what it inflicts on a person. You can't tell someone to, oh, open their door illegally and leave brand new gouges on a fresh plate. That's breaking and entering. There was no warrant. Just like the person who reported me saying that I was going to do something in 2015 when my daughter couldn't testify at the time because she was too young. But to realize that she's old enough now and she has told people the truth, that shit never happened. Now, it's a good program to have a neighborhood watch program. I stop people from breaking into my neighbor's truck. I stopped them from breaking into one of my neighbor's houses. I got the paramedics, one of my neighbors to call the paramedics before something terrible happened to my neighbor. And she got 6 months more on her life. I've called building engineers. I've even called the Baltimore County Police Department for suspicious things. Or how about when I called in August at the Royal Farms, a girl had called and I was there, and my daughter was there, and her friend was there. There's civil violations, privacy violations, human rights violations. I mean, the list goes on. That's why it's U.S. 18241. 2 or more persons conspiring. Well, I can count 2 or more persons. 242. Any agency depriving one of their rights under the Constitution, or depriving them of their constitutional rights and state laws and privileges provided by the Constitution, is depriving under the color of law, for which is a felony and $10,000 fine. Now, this has been going on for over 6 months. You do not get to torture people for 6+ months. So I don't know who it is that's doing it, military or county. I don't know. I don't really care to know. I'm telling you that, or whoever hears this, that I'm tired of the break-ins, I'm tired of the thefts, the smear campaigns, the color stalking, the mobbing, the one headlight bandit. I thought you guys pulled over everybody with one headlight or one tail light out. What happened to that? The 90s were hot as hell for that. Now it seems like people can hit a button and the headlight go out. And then when they see you got a camera, they automatically turn that headlight back on. I've seen that a dozen times. You're not allowed to cause psychological trauma, as the Geneva Convention says. The Constitution says. How about Trey Gowdy when he says FISA is protected under FISA courts? Information disseminated illegally was meant to be well, it was just done illegally. Maliciously done, excuse me. Neural monitoring. No one has the right to knock someone unconscious, enter their property. No one has the right to knock someone unconscious and then use Wi-Fi TVs and shit to broadcast. See, all that stuff done while I'm on the property makes the landlord liable, and I don't want to make the landlord liable. I know where it started, when it started, and who started it, but did they tell you about themselves? No? So, please, this is a cease and desist. Just like every other person carries a book bag, I carry one too, so I don't forget paperwork. I don't forget my ID. I don't forget something. Or if I go to the store, I can put my stuff in it and don't have to carry it. Guys carry book bags, women carry purses. It's about the same thing, because fanny packs are a no-go. I mean, it's bad enough it seems like somebody was being retaliatory that I moved and destroyed a whole bunch of my shit, along with stolen a bunch of my shit at my old apartment. But to continuously be knocked unconscious twice a day, once in the middle of the night, possibly drugged, I'm not sure. It was either drugged or bitten by a spider. My daughter has that picture on her iPhone. She can blow it up for you. Looks like a checkerboard. That's not right. Almost like somebody hit me with a bunch of needles. Just pricked me with them. So you might want to read the color under the color of law, because my door has been broken into over a dozen times. I've spent $600 on groceries, minus the $50 for cookware, and minus the $30 for sleeping products. Hell, I'll go with a full $500 worth of groceries. I've been here, this will be my 4th week. Someone's already let themselves in probably 2 or 3 dozen times. The guy that rented before me told me there was a key hidden under this chair. Not on his key ring. Not the landlord had. It was taped right there. He was here on Mother's Day and told me that. I flipped the chair over, the key was gone. So if the landlord had a key and I had a key, who had the 3rd key? Now that's all criminal. Most of them are felonies. And they stack up, you know. Felony B&E, neural monitoring, felony. Theft of goods, breakage of goods. Stalking, harassment, color mobbing, all of it. Harassment, I think, is a misdemeanor, but the rest of them are felonies. Stalking is a felony. Mobbing is probably a misdemeanor. psychological trauma is a felony. So if you're not one of the good ones and you're one of the bad ones, because I don't mind the good ones, I have no problem having coffee, sitting down, talking, nothing with a good cop. But all it takes is one bad apple to spoil the bunch. You ever heard that, right? Neighborhood watch is a good thing, but I was doing it for a long time. Trey Gowdy said when he was talking to the Department of Homeland Security, last question, we're going to subject you to torture until you petition the government. You're not allowed to torture citizens. And that's what's going on. That's sad. That is extremely sad. You're supposed to have good rapport with neighbors. You're supposed to have good rapport with other citizens. Why is it that the police up north in Maine or whatever, you know, they sent out flyers. They didn't take part. They sent out flyers that gang stalking was going on. Why is it that it goes on in Maryland and it seems like the fire department, police department, and other people take part? Why is that? And then people are awarded cars, gift cards, money, all types of stuff that I'm not even going to name. Remote neural monitoring and broadcasting is highly illegal, breaks a HIPAA law. Oh, noise campaign. Forgot about that one.